what are your kind of thoughts of the overall 2 games?
Well, we knew early on that we were up against a couple strong teams in our league, Clarkson especially, and St. Lawrence has a way to battle us as well. But we felt like we battled each period and played each shift the way we needed to. We could get some points out of the weekend. So 1 point isn't what we planned for, but we're taking it, and we're gonna get that momentum at least and continue on to this weekend.
Playing a couple teams further down in the standings in Yale and Brown this weekend. What is kind of the key to keep the team motivated? I know obviously staying in the playoff in the top 8 is the key, but what are you guys trying to do as a coaching staff to try to keep the team in it?
Well, one thing we're doing right now is we're keeping game focus in practices. We've really added a lot of intensity Monday through Thursday. We don't let our team off the hook at all anytime during that period. And what the result is when we get into the games, we're much more ready to go to battle, win puck battles, and going to the net harder, playing two-way hockey a lot harder than we may have earlier on in the season. So it's just a general focus that we just need to play the same way every time we're on the ice, and it's proven to be somewhat successful at this point for us.
It seems like you still every once in a while have some of those games like the St. Lawrence game, I believe, where you come out a little bit flat in the first period. Is that what you're trying to do to remedy that? Is to play hard in the practices?
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned that because we witnessed that as a staff, and our focus during that period and in the intermission was to say to the ladies, let's just keep your feet moving, battle through this. Obviously, there's a little fatigue from the night before, and what we saw was early on in the second period, we just snapped back. We were fine, and they just battled through the stiffness and the lactic acid buildup in the legs, and felt at a point early on in the second, we were toe to toe where we should have been from the get go. So, in terms of that, it's just making sure our players are preparing well enough the day of a game. We have a pretty extensive pregame warm up ritual in the morning, and then before the game, and just making sure everyone's focusing and ready for when the puck drops.
And what do you guys know about Brown and Yale as far as teams you've obviously played already? But what are you kind of looking to as far as the series goes?
Well, Yale, both these teams aren't. Their record doesn't implicate what type of programs they are, and they're both having more success in the second half here. So we know that, the staff knows that, our players know that as well. I know they keep tight track of this stuff, and I have the feeling that we're not taking these 2 games for granted at all across the board in our program. We know that we need to come out and take control early on, get up on the scoreboard, and then keep the pressure going because in the past while, these they're developing, they're improving as teams, and they play us hard every time. So, these are by no means give me wins for us. We gotta battle hard.
I know Kelly O'Brien's been playing a lot better later in the season. Of course, some big save number games, 30+ saves in a couple of games for you guys. Can some of that be also attributed to how you guys playing defensively on the penalty kill?
Yeah, our PK has improved significantly. We've shown greater discipline. We've tightened things up. We've taken away the middles and passing lanes more, and we've just improved on our general positioning and integrity in those positions. And having Kelly being able to stop the pucks that do get through is huge for us. But yeah, from across the season, we struggled a little bit at the start of the year and have improved greatly for us. That's improved greatly for us, and it's a big momentum piece. I'm sure you know that you go out and kill a couple big penalties in a game, and it just energizes the team. And one area too specifically in that shot blocking, our players have gotten a lot better at getting down, getting in front of pucks, and it's another huge momentum thing for us.
And finally, Brent, offensively for you guys, I know just 1 goal in each game. Last weekend, probably a lot due to the competition, but is there anything you guys are looking to do offensively, trying to generate some more scoring opportunities?
Yeah, we've been working a lot more on, in layman's terms, funneling to the net. We work on a lot of drive plays. We work on middle drives, outside drives, getting pucks to the middle, getting pucks off the goalie, rebounds, and it's a focus we've been really stressing for a number of weeks now. So it's just going to pay off. You can see practices and games and weekends that our players are getting better and better at the timing on that type of thing, and I'm thinking that this weekend's we're going to see that more and more, because last weekend we had a lot of people going there crashing, and that's how we get a lot of our goals, so we just got to keep that going.